I have 3 products we are going to try out today. One claims that it will fill in all my wrinkles and smooth out my skin and take years off of my face. I have 2 brow products. They claim that they will lay my brows down flat, hold them in place, not be shiny, not be crispy, and they're going to look amazing. We're going to put it to the test. Okay, I literally have a gray hair that's cut off and sticking straight out. Why? The first product, it's from Il Makiage, and it is called the Power Redo. The package has this little scoop on it. It's magnetized. Very cool. And then this is glass. Now this is pretty small. This is $69. So this thing better do amazing things. Now, I already have a formulation in my mind because I have done this video 3 times. Yes, this will be the 3rd time because I had some difficulties with some of my footage. Things just did not come out well, so we are redoing it again. So it is the Power Redo. So the Power Redo has many claims. This will instantly fill your wrinkles. It will blur pores and imperfections. It perfects and primes skin. This says it will soften the look of wrinkle intensity with continued use. So this doesn't just claim to be like a primer. It actually claims that the more you use it, the less intense your wrinkles will be. You use it as a final step in your skincare. So I have everything on my face that I would have for skincare, or after priming your skin for makeup. So you could use another primer with it. Scoop a small amount. They even bold it that you're supposed to use a small amount. But this is what their advertisement looks like on Instagram. That does not look like a small amount to me. I've done it twice now. The first time I used a large amount. That's how much I'm taking. I mean, this is a lot. And they say to smooth it, see, I didn't even use it all, in one direction. Oh, I went down. I shouldn't have done that, right? In some ways, I see it, but not completely. Like if I go down like this, you see it continue, like I can see it. But if I look straight on, okay, maybe I didn't use enough. They said to use a small amount. That was a small amount to me, but they don't show that kind of amount, so I'm going to use a little more. But that's so much. Like I can't even fathom putting makeup over that. Bigger pores right around here, so I'm going to fill this in, and obviously under my eyes. I have bigger pores right on my chin here. Obviously my crow's feet. There's the after. And then the second time I used a smaller amount. So I'm going to go with the smaller amount because they actually say that in the how-to. I'm going to use just this amount, some of it, not all of it, but some. I'm going to put it here where my wrinkles are more pronounced. And I'm trying to go in one direction. It does seem to mattify, and in my opinion, when you mattify, things get less wrinkly because it's not catching the light. That's why we use powder. We powder down things so you don't see so much of the texture. It's like putting a flat paint on a wall. A flat paint is going to hide any imperfections on your wall, or a high gloss is going to amplify all of those imperfections. This is where I have pores that are pretty pronounced. So right in my nose, I'm going to put it under my eye, and I am using a small amount. So I'm trying to be very purposeful and going one direction. I will say my skin feels very smooth, where over here it feels sticky, and this is smooth. So I'll be right back when I feel like it's been absorbed. I do feel like the wrinkles are less noticeable on this side, but I also think it's because of the shine. Once I put foundation on, that will really tell me if it's because of the shine. It is now at this point absorbed. Like it feels pretty much dry. It's a little sticky here, but I think that's my skincare more than this. But it feels like it's rubbed in or absorbed. And that was about, I would say, 5 minutes. So that's not bad. The first time I did this, it took forever because I had so much on my face. the foundation I'm going to use is the L'Oreal Infallible 24 Hour. One of my favorites, so I wanted to make sure I used something that I knew I liked. I don't want to use a new thing on top of primer that's new. I used a brush the first couple of times and I guess it was fine, but this time I want to use a sponge. Okay, it looks much cakier on this side. I'm going to take a brush. This is just the Refer number B02 brush. And I'm going to actually smooth it out just a little bit. Okay, that helped a lot. The nose, that doesn't look bad there. I would say the pores look a little bit better on the right side than the left side. I wouldn't say it's $69 worth better, but okay, I feel like it's creasing more up here on the right than on the left. I also feel like it's sitting on my skin here, like my foundation is sitting on my skin, like right through here, and it's not on this side where I didn't have it. The bottom line is this. I'm not feeling like this erased my fine lines and wrinkles instantly. Now, it does claim to do it more over time because of the ingredients. It has rosehip seed oil and it has coffee seed extract or something like that, and it has vitamin C. Oh, coffee seed, yes, and vitamin C. But do I feel like it has blurred and smoothed my wrinkles? Not really. Nope. All right, let's talk about this e.l.f. Brow Lamination Gel. This has some great claims on it. It's very interesting because it's got two parts to it. It's got the gel itself. It comes out white. It says it dries clear, but the other side has, and this is hard for me to get off. Oh, there we go. It has a brush and a comb. On the e.l.f. website, it says, a clear drying brow gel with the strongest hold yet perfect for creating the look of laminated brows. It's a lightweight feel without stiffness. Use the precision spoolie, apply a small amount of gel onto clean, dry brows. Brush your hairs back and forth to fully cover with the product. Shape the brows with the comb end, then gently press up and out into the brows with the brush to set the hairs in place for the laminated look. Oh, use the e.l.f. Brow Lift Pencil or the brow, whatever, use a brow pencil to fill in sparse areas as needed. So in other words, they want you to use this gel first and then go in with coloring in your brows. It says to go back and forth, so back and forth. Oh wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. And then brush it up. So I'm going to shape this with the comb. This side of my brows has one that just completely stands out, like it does not lay down flat. And then take the brush to lay it flat for that laminated look. I think it's laying flat. I think most of them are. I'm not sure if they're sticking straight out, but I'm going to let it sit there for a minute and I'm going to let that dry. Except it's already starting to come up. Oh yeah, I already have one that's sticking straight out. It's not laminating it quite yet. Let me try to push it down as it dries. Which, who has time to do that? Okay, I'm going to just push it down. Okay, it won't lie flat. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. Do you guys see this one right there sticking straight out? Do you see that? I have filled in my left one like normal, and I've been using the Benefit Precisely My Brow Definer. I'm in love with this thing. It just fills them in beautifully. Okay, right now my brow kind of looks weird to me. Like, doesn't it look weird to you guys? Okay, so supposedly I should be able to now take my brow pencil and fill this in. Not sure how to do this. In order for me to actually get product, I literally have to brush my brows down, put on stuff, and brush them back up. The first time I didn't do that. I did it like they said, and I didn't move them. It didn't work. It looked horrible. So we're gonna try doing it the way I would normally fill in my eyebrows. And we're gonna brush them down and brush them back up. Is that gonna negate the lamination? I don't know. It's gloppy to me. Like I feel like I see white. Did I use too much? I don't know, but that's how much came off the thing. All right, I'm gonna try to do this the way I would normally do it. I'm gonna brush down. Let's try to fill this in. Okay, it's not adhering, like it's not, the pencil is not going onto my skin. It's going on, it's just moving the product around because there's so much on it. Okay, that looks so bad. Okay. I hope I'm not ruining my pencil. It's getting a little better. It looks better here, but I think that's because I used less gel there. All right, I want you guys to see the difference. See how right here is really patchy, like I can't get it to fill in. Like I'm trying. And then look at the left. See how it's actually on the skin itself? And this is gonna look better when I add gel. Now I have a couple of them sticking straight out now. So it's not actually doing the lamination thing at all. The next one I'm gonna use is another gel, and this is by Maybelline, and it is the Super Lock Brow Gel. I'm gonna just brush it up and over. This one is not horrible. Like in some ways, it can make it look a little natural, but that's because I'm not filling in my brow as much. But it also looks patchy. It looks like it's stuff here and then there's nothing and all this weird stuff right there. Whereas this looks even throughout. Do you see what I mean? Okay, finished my makeup. Let's first look at the e.l.f. Power Redo. When I look at my face, both sides, I honestly do not see a difference. I still have forehead lines going across. My nose area, yeah, I'm really not seeing the difference. My eyes, creased. The side I didn't do did not crease, and I have not powdered anything yet. I feel like my pores are identical. All right, I'm going to powder down. I'm just using the Urban Decay All-Nighter Pressed Powder. Do you guys see a difference? Because I sure do not. Let's go to the brows, because it's been quite a few minutes since I put this on. This has dried down, but it still feels waxy. This has dried down completely. Doesn't feel crunchy. I can tell it's on there, but it doesn't feel bad. The right side looks dreadful. It just looks bad. It looks like it's starting to droop down. It's certainly not that lamination that they claim. This side is amazing. This side looks like it's like I just put it on. It didn't take off the product underneath. Like, I'm really happy with the Maybelline. And it doesn't feel crunchy. It doesn't feel heavy. I will say that this side feels heavy. This side, I don't feel it on my eyebrows. Just wanted to give you a perspective. I redid my right brow the way I would normally do it, and just see how much more filled in it is, but it's not patchy at the top. And then I went in and I put the Maybelline over it, and just so much better. I will tell you that I have used this several times and it stays in place pretty much all day, unless I mess with my brows or something, like I itch them or something like that. But if I just do normal life, this stays all day. I mentioned before that I do speed reviews. I'm going to link the last one that I did right here. It's a whole bunch, I mean a ton of makeup, and I just go through each thing as quickly as I possibly can. So you get a lot of reviews in a short amount of time. So I'll see you maybe in that one or another one. God bless.